Well, 2024 is off to a rowdy start.
There's never a dull moment at the SVU. While Captain Olivia Benson is still haunted by the missing girl Maddie, who she saw being abducted during last week's season premiere, she's gotta try and compartmentalize as she tracks down the perp who sexually assaulted a woman during a flash robbery. And she's not getting a ton of help from the victim.
He pulls his mask off?
I thought Natalie told you she didn't see the guy's face.
There's more going on there than meets the eye, so let's get into it. Season 25, Episode 2 of Law & Order, Special Victims Unit. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is PopCulture Social Call. With Maddie still missing, even after Benson tracked down the life-size doll ring that made dolls in the young girl's image, it's clear our favorite SVU captain won't be letting this go anytime soon. She's still even wearing Maddie's bracelet. But is this obsession getting to be a little too much? She kind of creeps on this delivery van that reminds her of the one she saw Maddie in, but they found the one in question last week, so she's just being a little weird.
What, are you crazy? They're out of my van!
It doesn't help that the FBI is really hounding her. They want to take over the doll case, but Benson wants to make sure that Maddie makes it home herself. No feds.
I know you got your hands full of other cases.
That she does. It's going to be tough to keep them away when Benson gets called into another crisis, this time after a flash mob robbery. No, not the kind of 2010 dance flash mob you might picture, but basically an open invitation on social media for people who want to rob a location altogether at once, this time at a nice boutique. Now, robbery is not great ever, but things got worse when Benson learned there was a woman named Natalie at the boutique who was sexually assaulted while trying on a bathing suit. Natalie said she didn't really remember anything beyond the assault, and she didn't really want to answer a ton of questions from Benson.
Sorry, my mind is still blank.
Here's where things get tricky. Natalie will only say her attacker seemed young, despite police finding security footage of him taking off his mask before the attack. But she seems like she almost doesn't want to find the guy, despite all of SVU's efforts, which is starting to confuse Benson.
I'm not sure if I saw his face.
It's only when they track down the fence for some of the stolen items and put pressure on the guy who posted the flash mob online that police ultimately track down Jay Watson as the attacker. And Natalie does ultimately confirm she did see his face.
I know I told you before that I wasn't sure before, but I am now. That's him, number 3.
It turns out that Natalie's not the biggest fan of police because of her brother being unjustly arrested as a kid, and she didn't want to contribute to police bias against Black people by accusing a Black teen.
I am just trying to do what is right. You are.
Police found DNA proof that Jay was the attacker on the bathing suit liner that Natalie was attacked in, and Benson assured Natalie that no innocent people were going to jail in her case, but she still froze on the stand when it came time to testify against him.
Natalie, can you identify your rapist?
Natalie told 𝐒𝐿 and Benson that while she can afford therapy, she doesn't want to be the reason a Black teenager goes to prison.
I'm not asking you to trust the system, Natalie. I'm asking you to trust me.
With that, Natalie was emboldened to tell her truth on the stand, and Jay agreed to a plea deal. Case closed.
I guess I finally learned my lesson. Just too late.
At least one case, that is. I still wish we'd gotten a little bit more of the Maddie case in this episode, but I guess they're going to draw that out longer in the season. Still, what'd you think of this week's episode? Let me know in the comments, like and subscribe while you're there, and head over to popculture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, I'm Anna Rumor, and this is PopCulture Social Call.